Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again. I'm back for another crafty video. So today we are going to make some very easy Christmas decorations. So these are called German bells and they are nice and easy to make. Well, I know them as German bells, you might know them as something else. They're really easy to make. They might look effective, but I tell you now, they're easy to make. But I'll come to those shortly. We're going to make those, and we're also going to make these, which are really simple to make. And we're going to start here because I don't want to do something that will alienate people. So this one's made with just more fins, so that's the reason why it looks different to these. But what I love about these is when they hang on your tree, they only need a little bit of a breeze to spin. Now if you think these are made with my papers, so these are made with the Magic of Christmas kit, which I'll link in the description below. But these are made using it printed on a bit of cardboard, so it's a bit sturdier weight than so it's not a really thick cardboard, but it's a sturdier weight cardboard than just using paper. You could just use paper and print and stick it on a piece of thicker card. You don't want it too thick. You want it to be able to go through a paper punch if you're going to use a paper punch, or your die cutting machine, or your brother, or your silhouette, or whatever it is that you're going to use to, or you might be freehand cutting, so you don't want to make, chomping away at thick stuff. You also don't want it too thick. You need to be able to fold it nicely. So I'm going to show you how to make these. These are dead simple, and what you're going to need is you're going to need some circles of card. Okay, so just circles of card, bringing in everything that we're going to do. So all you're going to need is a piece of cardboard. This is a 2.5 inch punch that I've recently bought myself, because why ever not? And that's all I've done is cut them out, get rid of the waste. Okay, so from here, all I've done is, because these are printed on like a black background and the card is white, so that we don't have any issues with it not lining up like perfectly. So you can see here where it just kind of overlaps a little bit. You won't see the background quite so much. So I'm just a bit paranoid. I've done this video twice now, and both times the video stopped recording. So I'm hoping it's going to go through all the way through this time. So now we've cut it out, all I've done is got some black ink. So just used my Distress black ink, and I've inked it from the back so that is a bit of an overhang of the black. That way then, if it doesn't line up, it's not going to cause you an issue. You're not going to see like a white line. Okay, you're going to see your tan lines. And then when you're folding it over, just make sure you kind of get, if there's an orientation to it, make sure you get the orientation and fold that. Now if you don't get the orientation right, don't worry about it. I don't know whether you can see on here, this one is the wrong orientation. It should be that way up, but it's not a problem to me, so it will look just as beautiful anyway. So once you've done it, you're just going to fold it in half and score it with your bone folder. And I've done a few here that are gold and in my papers, and I'm just going to select a few. So this one is made using 6, and this one is made using 8. So we're going to make one using 6 first of all. So we're going to take we'll just take 6, doesn't matter which. So we're going to take 4 of the gold, 4 of the gold, and then we're going to take 4 of the design. So, and we're just going to make sure that they're the right way up. That's a gold one. That one, and maybe that one. Okay, cool. So I'm going to take what am I doing? I'm making one with, sorry, it's 6 pieces of cards, so I only need 6. So which one should I get rid of? Get rid of that one. Okay, so get rid of that one. Sorry. So you need 3 of each, or if you're going to do it all in one thing, so you're just going to need 6. Okay, so I'm sorry if that's confused you, but you know, I'm on my 3rd attempt at doing this video. So next thing you need to do is you're just going to glue around the half circle of this one. Okay, so pick one, do the half circle, know which one you've picked up. So I've picked up one of the pattern ones, so I'm going to have the pattern ones this side and the gold ones this side, and then pick up, if you're doing alternate ones like I'm doing, then you put the alternate one on top of there, and then you're just going to line those up. Okay, then you're going to put glue on the back of that. Just squeezed it down a bit, and this is really simple. This is one that you can definitely make with the kids, and they will absolutely love it, and they're really effective. You know, if you make it out of shiny card, it'll catch the light as it spins on the tree. It'll be beautiful. So, and very easy to make. So there we go, just put some glue on there, put the next one on, again pick it up now and just like level it off on the spine. Okay, and then we're going to take the next pattern one, put that all over the back. You don't want so much that it oozes out. The glue I'm using, by the way, is a mixture of art glitter glue and Pent Art paper glue, because my what's it called, this stuff, art glitter glue, is becoming very liquid. I know it doesn't like the cold weather, so, and alas, we have cold weather in the UK now, so it doesn't like it. I don't like it, to be fair, so, you know, but you know, I don't go all runny, so there we go. So you're just going to line it up and just press it down. Okay, so once all the fins are on, okay, what you're going to do is you're now going to stick in the thing that you're going to hang it with. Okay, so you take a bit of ribbon, or in this case, like I used a bit of that gold twiny stuff. I'll use some of that actually. Bit of a nightmare to tie, but it's nice when you've got it on, and it'll go nicely with my gold. So, and this was just left over from a Christmas, I think it was a Christmas gift kit, and all I'm doing is I'm tying the knot and I'm leaving a bit of a tail, and that's because the tail is going to go inside and the knot is just going to sit on the top, and the reason for that, it doesn't bulk it out too much. So what I'm going to do is, in the channel where the spine is, I'm just going to put some glue, and I'm going to do that all the way down anyway, but I'm going to put a bit more glue at the top because we're going to put the tails of this in it. Well, we ideally are, but it's not going to play. Okay, so once you've got it in there, what you want to do then is you want to kind of just trap it whilst you glue, or maybe put it on after you've glued this panel, but I'm doing it like this. So once you've glued that panel, what you're going to do is you're going to curve it round and glue it together, so you enclose that tail, and you've put in your last fin. And then all you're going to do is you're going to just splay that out a bit better, and there we go. That's as simple as that. So how effective is that? Look at that, think about that on the tree. Like I say, you can add more fins to it, and wouldn't it be lovely catching all the light on the tree? So there we go, that's one that's really, really simple. Now we're going to move on to something that's a little bit harder, I'll admit, but it's not. So if you just have to think about it. So first of all, you're going to need a square piece of paper. Now I'm using more of my the Magic of Christmas kit. You use whatever you like. This time you're going to use paper, and I will say I have already folded this, well, started folding this, and that's when I realized that the camera wasn't rolling. It was because I'd said in the last video that wasn't recording that I was waiting for an Amazon delivery. I went to press stop when the Amazon delivery came, and it wasn't recording. So goodness only knows what happened there. So we're going to use this same piece of paper just to, you know, because like otherwise I'm going to run out of paper at this rate. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to take a square piece of paper. So this one is 8 by 8, okay? So it doesn't have to be 8 by 8. This one, it was made from a 6 by 6, and this was also made from an 8 by 8. If you want to use bigger, use bigger. If you want to use smaller, use smaller. The smaller you go, the more fiddly it will be. I'll just let you know that. So you're going to have it so that the image that you want to see is facing up, okay? And you're going to fold it over in half first of all. So I'm not taking much time to fold this over because I have already folded this a few times. So fold it over and then unfold it, then turn it 90 degrees and then fold it over in half again and put a crease along there. Okay, unfold it, then fold it and then turn it to the diagonal and fold it across in the diagonal and put a crease on there. And you're going to turn it to the other diagonal and do the same again. So that's it. So that's those, and then you're going to start folding with your new fold. Okay, so the additional folds that I haven't already done. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it from the corner and you take this edge and the diagonal line there. Let's do it on the reverse side actually. From the diagonal line, so you've got the corner here, and you've got this diagonal line that goes corner to corner across here. You're going to take this straight edge and marry it up with that line. So you're just going to hold it on the corner, and then you're just going to pull that across to that line. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you pinch that corner first before you commit to that line. Make sure that that lines up. So like I say, it is a little bit more fiddly, but it's easy. So once you've done that, line that up and then put that score line in and score it, okay? And then you're going to turn it round and do the same on the other side. So leave that one folded, it just helps you as a guide. Fold this one in, turn it round. Now I haven't made these, I haven't demonstrated making these for a long time. I used to make these when I was a little boy. So, and then you're going to, so that we've done that one, I'm going to turn it so that the 90 degrees, and we're going to do this corner. Okay, so we're going to take this edge and marry it up to there. So this is when you want paper, remember, you don't want to have card because it will make it much too hard to fold. Okay, so you're just going to put the crease in there, turn that round again, and you're going to do this on all 4 corners. Put that in, and just put your crease in. Something stuck to my desk there. Unfold it, so we can tell that we've done this corner here, and we've done this corner. Now we're going to turn it around, we're going to do this corner. That's the only thing, is you can get a bit confused about which corner have I done, which corner have I not done. The way to tell is, can you pinch it like this in the corner and pull the 2 sides up? And if you can, you've done it, and if you can't, you haven't. So that's that side, leave that folded up, turn it round, fold this side up. And then unfold it, so see what I mean, you can pinch those 2 sides up, and you've done that side we've done, that side we've done, this side we can't pinch. Okay, so I'm going to take, so this is the corner we've got to do. So again, from this corner, fold up this up to this middle line, put a score line in it, do the same again on the other side, and that's it. So they're all your folds done. That's literally all the folds that you need to do. So what you want to do now is you want to find all of these corners, make sure that you've pinched them all in, And then where you've got this diagonal, so if you turn it round so it's square on, you've got a new triangle that's been formed here. And you just want to make sure that that is nice and scored. So that it's nice and scored so that it's enclosing the white. So this is all going to fold into itself. It's going to enclose the white and the pattern will be on the outside. So you want to make sure your pattern is facing down when you do this. Turn it round. Just make sure that that little score from that corner, sorry, from the middle there to that corner is in. And then again there. Okay, so you just got these bits that are sticking up. And that'll just help you on the next bit when you're bringing it all together. So you just want to make sure that those are all nicely scored in. Okay, and then this last corner, score it in, and around here, score that in. Okay, so now what you've got is like, looks like a little tray now, so like a little, put my cup in there, but I won't. So now what we need to do is we need to bring it up to itself. So have it so that it's like a diamond onto you. Okay, take a corner in each hand and pull it up to meet the middle. But whilst you do that, you want to just push that middle bit out, so that making sure that that sits down. Okay. So you're going to bring those two up to each other, then you're going to turn it round, and then you're going to do the same with the other sides. And what you'll see here is this is not, it's not sitting together well, and that's because you just need to put your finger inside, push out this. So these diagonal creases that come to the corners, these stick out. The ones in the middle bend in. So you're just kind of holding it all together whilst you just make sure that that all works that way. So you want to push it all out first. Okay. And you'll find once you push those corners out, the other creases will want to bend in on themselves anyway. Yeah, and then you'll find that all of this is coming together now. Okay. If you've got any bits where it's kind of bent in, where you've just pressed it, then just push them out again. And that's basically it. Now, there are several ways that you can seal this. Okay, so you can leave them so that they are openable. So you can thread some ribbon, so you make some holes in these bits here, thread some, I would use the very fine twine, thread them through and round, yeah, and draw them together so that it draws it together. Okay, and you can fill it with some treats. Okay, or you can just glue it. Now these ones are just glued because these are my ones. I don't tend to fill them with anything. I tend to just have them as decorations. But like I say, if you wanted to make it so that they were glued together, what you're going to do now is you're going to glue it on this very edge. So you're just going to put a fine bead of glue. I'm not going to do it because we're going to make the other style one. You put a fine bead of glue up here. You bring it all together and you press it together. So you line those two bits up and you press it together. Okay, and you just need to hold it until it's ready. Now don't clip it, don't put a clip on it, because you'll just squash it. Okay, so you just want to hold it together, and then once it's started to adhere, you don't have to fully wait till it's set. Then you do the next one, and then you pull that one together and you just sit and wait for a bit. Then you do the next one, but you also do this side at the same time, and then just pull it together. And then what you'll need to do is, if you take something with a hole in the middle, you just put the point in to the hole that way up. It'll hold it all together once you get on with something else. Okay, so we're going to make the other style one. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have some twine of some sort. I'm going to use this. Okay, and you're going to need a needle with a fairly big head on it. So a big eye, I mean. So I should have some in here. I do. There's some in there, but I should have some already out of a packet. I do. There, cool. So these are my bookbinding ones. So, except for I've got a bent version, it doesn't matter. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that twine through the end of there, okay, and then I'm going to make some holes. Now, you either make them with the pin, with the needle, okay, or you make them with a pokey tool, okay. Just if you're going to do it with the pin or the pokey tool or anything, whatever you're going to do, make sure you're not piercing yourself. So you're just going to make a hole in it. And bear in mind it's paper, so you might have to give it a bit of a push, but don't completely collapse the whole paper. The easy way to do it is take an eraser or a rubber or whatever, however you say it, wherever you are. In the UK, we commonly call them a rubber, and just you press into that. That way, then you know you're not pressing into your fingers. Turn it around. Oh, that's the one I've done. Turn it around again. That one. Press it in. Turn it around again. Press it in. So find the line that it's on. There we go. Press it in. Okay. So then all you're going to do is you're going to take it. You're going to tie a knot in one end, and I'm just going to tie a loose knot just so that it doesn't chase itself through the hole, okay, and then I'm going to, from the middle, go through the hole, pull it through, do that, okay, and then again from the middle, oh actually sorry, from the outside into the middle. So like you're sewing, you're going from the inside to the outside, pull it through that hole. Oh, it's come up out of its eye. Okay, then this time you're going out to, sorry, in to out, and then next time it's going to be out to in. Okay, don't let go of it this time. Out to in. Okay, pull it through, and then you'll be able to draw it together. Okay, just make sure you're gentle with it. Okay, now you can either leave the knot in, okay, or like I will do, I'll take the knot out and pull this through this side as well. Always going to be really fiddly, isn't it? So it's just going to be a pain now, just because I pulled it through too far on one side. We've got an imbalance, like when you do your shoelaces up, they always end up different lengths. And then what you'll do is you just need to put a little knot in the top, and then you can just unfurl it to take out your treats if you're going to put treats inside. Okay, so that's that one, that's that. So it's another little, so it's called a German, well I know it as a German belt, what you know it as I don't know, or maybe didn't know it was anything prior to now. I'm just going to snip off the excess. There we go, that's that. So like I say, really really simple to make. You can embellish them a bit more, so you could, before you like completely enclose it, you could, for instance, let's just open it up a bit and I'll show you what I mean. You could pierce the bottom there, you could thread another piece through, and you could put like a bell on the end of it, so you get like these little tiny bells, so you could have a bell on the bottom, and that's really why they're called German bells, because they have a bell on them. But I haven't done in this case. Let's see if I can do that now that I've tied it all together, which is always the way. You think of other things to do. So I'm just going to pierce a hole in the middle there into my eraser. Okay, I'm going to thread my bell onto here. No, I'm not going to thread my bell onto there. Am I going to be able to do that, Dave? It's such a tiny thing, and then we're going to use my needle, pop that through the bottom, get it to the point where it's almost all the way through, and then thread my tails through there. A tale as old as time. Yeah, don't sing, Dave. Pull that through. Oh, come on. Without breaking it, please. Oh, no, I completely lost the bell. Anyway, I would do it before you assemble it, so. Okay, so, anyway, that's that. I've completely squashed the bottom of that now, so there we go. So I'm just going to pull that together, and there we go, that's it. So that's what you would do. You'd do it before you actually enclose it. So and also probably have a longer piece of that, and you'd make a much better job than I did. But yeah, there you go. So that's what you can do. So that's the openable one, and then these are the ones that are completely enclosed. So this was like, this is the same size as this, so this is using 8 by 8, and this was using 6 by 6 paper. So when I say 8 by 8, I mean 8 by 8 inches, and this is 6 by 6 inches. So next time, in the next video, which I haven't decided whether it's going to be on Friday or whether it'll just be a part 2 to this and it'll be uploaded at the same time, we're going to make these, which look complicated but aren't. Okay, the only complicated thing to these is the gluing of them. Okay, but you know, that was the complicated thing about making these. So there we go, that's it, that's what we're going to do, and that'll be more Christmassy things in the bag. So I wonder who's going to Bagsy these off me, because every time I've Bagsy is like wanting something off somebody. Bagsy me have that, basically. Let me have that. I don't know whether it's a British word or whether it's just a slang term. But every time I've made something, somebody has said, "Oh, let me have that." So more Christmas stuff made. So last year I wasn't very Christmassy at all. This year I've completely like topped out on the Christmas stuff. So anyway, that's it. So I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to get hold of my Magic of Christmas kit, then it's linked in the description, as is my Etsy store for all of my other digitals. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate your love and support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving this a like, and because I know you've already done that, haven't you? Haven't you? Haven't you? You haven't you? Anyway, yes. So hopefully you've given it a like. You can make a comment. Please feel free if you like what I'm doing, or if you don't like what I'm doing, just tell me. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for those people that have recently subscribed to, and don't forget I'm involved in the December Daily with Tracy Fox, Love Junk Journals, and I will be on the 22nd of December. So I will see you very soon. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you soon. Take care, folks. See ya. Bye. Bye.